I would just want to touch his wang. That's all.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Okay, now what do I click?
All right, hold on. We got to start over for Isaac. We'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, start over.
What's up, everybody? I am Big Lovin. With me, as always, Don DellaSnooch and Dragon Buddy. Welcome to the Escape Pod, a place where friends gather to talk all things geek. This week, I don't know if we're all on the same page, so we're going to figure this the fuck out. Hopefully, we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy and some huh? See, I knew it. I fucking knew it. And we're going to talk about some fucking other streaming movies eventually. You know how we do. We're going to talk about all the kind of nonsense that we do. But clankety clanks, I got my Dr. Pepper. It's delicious. Is that a bottle of vodka? Good Lord, Don.
When did we start talking, or when did we plan on talking about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Jesus Christ, bro.
We're gonna do
I'm just curious. How much do you read? How much do you read our messaging? Do you Pulp Fiction that shit? Like, I'm just curious.
Or is it a comprehension thing?
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Pulp Fiction.
I'm not familiar with this Pulp Fiction.
I do not understand.
I don't know what's going on.
All right, here, because Monday, I said Wednesday, free balling. Talk as in-depth as we want amongst the three of us on Parsi and Echo. Not spoilery, just whatever the rest. And then Tuesday, is the idea above for okay for all parties involved? We have a whole fucking year of shows, fellas. Star shit, silliness. I think random silliness and Percy and Echo is the main topic.
I don't see anything about Guardians in that.
I swear we talked about it, dude.
Okay, we may have.
We may have, bro.
We may have. I
know I watched Guardians because of something that was said.
Because I hear it.
Star-Lord's here.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy next week. Easy, no homework. I got a love from DB or from you, and then an okay from Chris. And then we start arguing about we're supposed to talk about Percy and Echo. So that's what I'm saying. This is gonna be fucking great, dude. This is gonna be a lot of fun. But here's the thing. One, Guardians of the Galaxy, we can hit that if we need to. If we don't, we fucking don't.
Yeah, if we don't get to it, we'll push it.
But Percy and Echo, we're not gonna get spoilery. That's not gonna happen. We're just overall gonna talk about it. I've been watching that with my young daughter. So we're gonna talk about that involvement, and we're gonna just the three of us are over because we've all three stayed with probably the exception of me on Percy, because you guys know I've enjoyed watching that with my daughter. I've been vocal about that. I don't know their opinions. I really don't know DB or Don's opinion. So that's going to be kind of fun. Of your opinions, dumb fuck.
I'm indifferent about your daughter.
Yeah, she seems nice.
She seems like a nice girl.
She is, but fuck you, dude. I don't know where you're going with it, but I might have to just fuck you up a little bit. Just to be sure.
You said you've been watching Percy Jackson and you don't know my opinion, or with your daughter, and you don't know my opinions. She's fine. I don't.
No, fuck God. You know what I mean, Don, you piece of fuck.
Piece of
fuck.
She's a very nice young lady. I don't know why we're talking about it on
Whoa.
the show.
Hey, that's nice. FYI, that caught my fucking attention. I don't know. That's the thing, but that just fucking worked. Fuck yeah, dude.
Thanks, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's all good, bro. We just appreciate you, and even just coming back again. We thought we scared you the fuck off. You're like, fuck this.
These guys are wild.
I don't get it. We got a guy Greedo in a Speedo talking about so big. What the fuck's going on, man?
So big.
so big, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. See? Jesus.
He's right, though. We look like a poster for birth control.
So, deal with children.
You want children with
Yeah,
me?
I'm using that one. Right. That's gonna be somehow I'm making that a TikTok.
For sure. For sure.
Fuck yeah, dude. What's up, Dub? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm stacking up, but you did it last week, DB. That was kind of right in the beginning
It
of the
was
show.
laying there. I kicked it.
It was. You're just like, yeah, we'll tiptoe and dance on that shit like I'm Gregory fucking Hines. Fuck
Give me a
you.
nudge with my toe. Get out of the way,
Gregory
dick.
fucking Hines.
You're just tap dancing on that dick.
I
Right,
think that's a
Eddie?
sentence that was never said. You like Gregory fucking Hines.
You know somebody's had to have said it. Come on, bro. Fuck yeah, dude. I think so. It's possible. It's possible. I can't be the first. If I am, do I get a plaque?
Yeah.
I think you should be Gregory fucking Hines. Somebody make that happen. I need a plaque.
Yo Skidley-O-Do.
Yo, Skidley-O-Do. Yo, Skidley-O-Do. Oh, cool. You like to see homos naked? Cool.
All right.
Oh, fucking
So
great. Yes.
before Jen and Jess come into the chat, because they think that we only plug
Do
their
it when they.
book
Yes, bro.
because they're in the
Get 'em.
chat.
Get him.
Get yourself
Oh.
a copy of 13 Pass.
Andy Lockwood.
You
Jess.
Andy Lockwood for Darius.
especially Andy Lockwood.
It's the greatest commercial ever.
If,
Jen and Jess Bolt.
if for no
Agreed.
other reason, get it because Andy Lockwood.
Get it
Yeah.
for Andy.
Get it for Andy. Tell him the Escape Pod sent you with a message. Fuck you, Darius.
For Darius. Yeah.
No, really. Amazon.
Get
It's
it.
a bargain at I think $9.99.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Luna Girl just put the link in the chat. So go ahead.
And
And
if
I will order mine tomorrow. I'm finally in the space tomorrow. I will be in the space to be able to accomplish that. So I'll be making that happen. And then I can show mine when I'm at home. I'll be like, look at my book.
hell yeah.
if you do buy it and you read it and you're like, I really like this, and you
Ah.
feel so inclined that you want to mail it to me, I'll get it signed and mail it back.
Dub says in the chat, go Lions, go blue. Stick around. We will be
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about football. I got notes.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
little, they're small, but I got a couple things
I
just to
have
kind
one
of keep
big
us
note.
on track.
One
Ooh,
huge
I like
note.
it.
Huge.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is it in sports talk? Is it necessary now? Because we can go.
We can save for
Okay.
sports talk. Yeah, we can save for
Okay.
sports.
Okay. But yeah, so Dub, stick around, go Lions, we'll go blue, because I want to talk about both of those. Let's go into it. It's a good transition from Dub. We'll get back to shout outs and chats and shit like that. We'll go, but I just want to jump into this. Dub brought it up.
Let's get it.
I live here in Michigan. Everybody knows I'm not the Michigan fan Don is. I don't pretend to be. I'm not even the Michigan fan Dub is. I've never pretended to be that fan. I've always been very vocal about how I became a Michigan fan, why I'm a Michigan fan, and the pure enjoyment of living where I specifically live in Jackson, where all this shit in Michigan happens with all of Michigan's teams. So that being said, I just wanted to share my enjoyment of being around it, not being the guy who expects to win every game and how much is expected. You know what I mean? Like looking at it through that lens, and then being here looking through the lens with the whole Detroit Lions. It's been very, very cool. It's very exciting. The whole national championship run with Michigan, that was cool. And being a friend of people like Don, Richie, Dub, like being a friend of those guys who I understand that fandom. I can't understand living as close to, like, I can't understand that neighborhood feel of the team like they do, but I understand the fandom as much as I love my Raiders. Like, I get how these guys have grown up and they love it. And so, like, watching that has been really cool. And then if you just know fucking sports, you know about the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we had our experience this year, me, Don, and Richie. We went to the Raiders-Lions game. Wasn't fun for me. It will be a game I will remember for the rest of my life because we fired fucking our shit-ass coach after. But, like, the whole experience, being a part of that, I felt it. I'm not a Detroit Lion hater. I don't root for them when they play the Raiders. I root for them when they're not playing my team. So being around it, it's been so cool and so much fun. I have
Oh, yeah.
really, truly soaked it in and enjoyed it.
Right.
It's been cool, like I said, to watch Don, Richie, Dub, all my friends really have this, and even people that I don't talk about that are on, they know who they are if they're paying attention, like DK and shit like that. Like it's a cool thing to see those people have this moment in sports as a sports fan. So like I'm gonna keep celebrating it. I don't hate on these people like I hate on the fucking Patriot fans that live around here. So it's a lot of fun. I just want to throw my little what the fuck ever you want to call that, man, because I love watching my Raiders and they've been awful. So watching the Lions this year with these guys has been a great fucking time. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
Even
What's
when
that,
we went, you said that you could feel it in the stadium that there was a special thing going on.
Oh yeah, 1,000%, dude, 1,000%.
The energy was just intense.
Yeah, because I've been to Lions Packers playing against Aaron Rodgers. Lions win that game because Aaron Rodgers gets a concussion. Like I've felt cool, good energy there.
Yeah.
Nothing compares to that, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing did.
Electric.
It was like I had the electricity of just seeing my own team. Like I had that pulse. Like I'm a big fan of Max Crosby and Rob Spillane, and a few of the other guys on the Raiders. Just being specific with those ones, but like, bro, that energy for their whole fucking team. That running back that was fucking killing it that game for you guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro! It was fucking solid, dude. He was running all over the place.
Yeah.
So
they got a good running attack right now. The thing that I feel about this team that I haven't felt about any versions of the Lions until now is these guys are playing for somebody. Like I never felt like they played for Matt Stafford. And the more and more I find out about Matt Stafford, I kind of understand why. Like it was business. You know, those guys were there on business. They feel a way about Jared Goff.
Well, I think and the coach, bro. I think Dan Campbell.
Yes. Dan Campbell.
He was a player. He played for the Lions. Like
it's amazing what a good coach can do just for the discipline and morale of a team.
Right.
And that's where I think times are changing. Like you look at some of these coaches that are starting to turn around in the different programs. And some of these coaches, you're Nick Saban, who are like, they're seeing the changing of the guard. These young coaches who are experienced, have played in the pros, or have just grown up in football and like fucking McDaniels for fucking the Dolphins. That guy started as a ball boy for the fucking Denver Broncos. And he has just fucking worked his way. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way he comes at his team, bro, like he relates with them. Like, I think the sports is changing, bro. You'll never see, like, I'm trying to think of who that would be that in the NFL world, but like, you'll never see a Bobby Knight style of coach ever the fuck again.
Right.
Society will not fucking allow that. Kids will not fucking, you cannot be a powerhouse school with a coach like that in today's world. I know I'm going switching. I can't think of a fucking football coach like that. Bobby Knight just sticks out as somebody, you know what I mean? But times are changing, man. And it's cool to see that because like at the same time, Tom Brady retired, Peyton Manning retired. Football as a whole is fucking changing. And it's kind of exciting. I kind of wanted to talk about that for a second. I brought up the Michigan shit and all that, but like football as a whole is changing. Alabama's not going to be a powerhouse for the next 10 years like they've been for the previous. No. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's over. Like, yeah, you're going to get a good coach, but bro, you already seen the dudes who decommitted after Nick Saban was like, I'm not the coach. They're like, yeah, I'm going somewhere else.
They're like, yeah, we're jumping.
Here's the thing about Alabama. Like Alabama, they're in a bit of trouble just because they've basically been doing NIL for years and years. And now everybody else is doing NIL. So now you have to fucking recruit kids to go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama,
Did you see that Florida State got caught up on that?
Yes.
They just got caught and they got on. They're on warning. It's just not warrant suspense, something like that. They're on some sort of thing.
They got tons of. They've got a fucking list of charges that they're looking into. They're like 7 or 8 different things.
Yeah, they're on. Yeah, it's not good for them.
That's the same thing at Texas and Texas A&M and like.
Oh, Aaron, see this. Aaron said that thing. Bama got a damn good coach. He's the coach who left from Washington. He just took the Washington to the net. But did you see that? Washington too. Washington lost their fucking players, bro.
Yes.
They have people who decommitted and all that shit. They're like, well, he's gone. I'm gone.
Their absolute stud quarterback leaving, going into the NFL. If he can fucking,
if he makes it,
like heal up just to compete in the combine. Because if he's still tore up from that Michigan game, he's not going to play well in the or show well in the combine. And they're going to be like, well, that's
he don't want to ruin his draft stock. You want to stay as high as you can get.
Bad knees.
Yeah. I don't want to speak ill. I don't watch Washington, but just from what I saw from that game, like I don't understand the hype around him.
Well,
because you're going to play a Michigan style defense every fucking week in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see the hype. Like, you just weren't.
Yeah. You want to tell me that guy can go play Dallas? Dallas right now is in the NFL is the team that's most like Michigan.
Well,
like
with the defense.
In the way they do defensively, what they do. So you want to tell me that guy
can just tear apart Dallas? Yeah, no.
It's not happening. And he's not even really close.
I agree that he has a dart of an arm, Aaron, but I just
you saw
my opinion, I just don't see him doing it week out and week in the NFL with that caliber defense every week. Not every pack school. Or is Washington a pack school? Fuck me. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You get my point.
It is.
You get my point.
It's a Pac-12 school.
Yeah. So,
and that's what I remember. You and me were talking about this a few weeks ago. I was like,
fucking dub. He's hilarious.
Those 4 schools are coming to a conference next year.
Yeah.
Where they're going to run up against defenses that are built like that every week.
Right.
So at some point, they're going to have to adapt.
Right. Or you're just going to end up like Rutgers.
Yeah. They're not going to be able to come and play that fucking like fast-paced spread, wide open, everybody's fucking super fast offense because they're going to get punched in the mouth. And then look at how broken up Penix was at the end of that game. Like, yeah, you can pull off 1 or 2 good games like that.
You're going to wear him out.
Yeah, that guy's going to fucking take some serious injuries. So it's just, it's just going to be interesting because clearly the Big Ten schools are going to have to adapt some too.
Oh, there's going to be a lot, bro. There's going to be games where people are going to be like, I did not see that happening.
Right. And I'm really interested to see what the new hybrid version of the Big Ten looks like after a couple of seasons, because that's what's going to happen. Yeah. There's going to be this new, this is what Northern football looks like now, because basically now we're divided into the civil war of college football. It's North versus South.
Yeah.
Very fair. Yeah. Yeah.
Because anything over fucking like Tennessee is in the Big Ten. And anything south of what?
Like Manson-Dixon line?
Yeah, the Mason-Dixon line.
Fucking SEC.
Is SEC.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I think it's everybody versus the SEC because the NCAA is the SEC.
Yeah, no shit.
And
this was a good year to squash those grapes.
I agree with Aaron. Stop calling it the Big Ten. No.
The Big 16.
Yeah, the big holy fuck.
Because it's been the Big 12 for about 4
Can you
years?
really count Rutgers though?
Well, Rutgers
they just go walk around spanked everywhere.
Yeah.
They're the redheaded stepchild.
It's going to be interesting. 12, I wonder if they change their name to the Big 16.
Mm-hmm.
I could give her a Big 16, but I'd have to fuck her twice.
Oh.
Let's be honest. 3 times. 3 times.
That's some
4.
weird division you
Go
got going
once.
on there, buddy. You going halvesies there? That's nice.
She wanted
Oh,
it.
fuck.
She said she wanted it long and wide, and I was like, "Yeah, I can give you one or the other."
Hey, DB, you want to shout out the chat, bro?
Sure.
I kind of took us on a football tangent, but we got some good feedback from folks.
Here's my 2 pieces of input when it comes to football. 1, the Eagles just dumpster fire, smoldering away, still
Oh,
going.
wow. Yeah.
Like it just doesn't end. It's great.
Wait,
And it's
before
great
you,
because Jalen Hurts did me some good stuff to get the toilet bowl trophy, king of the losers. You know, I want to thank him for that, and then tanking in the playoffs. That works for me.
before you go away from the Eagles, though,
Okay.
like I do want to mention, I saw a fucking video of dudes sitting at the fucking Eagles game the other day with bags over their heads. Fucking perspective, you fucking nut bags. You guys played in the Super Bowl last year and almost fucking won.
Almost.
Right.
And now you got bags over your head. Lions fans did that shit because we couldn't get to the playoffs for 30 fucking years.
People weren't
And you went 0-6.
time this
And you went 0-16. And you're
made
wearing
it to
your
the playoffs and you're mad.
right. And you won a Super Bowl right in the last 5 years?
Yeah.
2018.
Could have
Yeah.
pulled the second one
last-
off. Yeah.
Fuck. Call
But
your tits.
But yeah, you're wearing fucking. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I've never understood some of these teams. Just like, bro, you're not the Browns. You're not the Lions. Calm the fuck
There
down.
are
Like,
teams that really deserve a brown bag, and you know what? They're doing well because you get idiots are over there. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I hate my team.
All right, carry on, DB.
Okay, so the only bigger news than that is the Cowboys tanked.
Oh, fuck
oh
the
my
Cowboys.
god,
Green Bay.
bro.
The Cowboys getting their asses whooped by fucking Green Bay on
Yeah.
fire.
That
And
fucking quarterback,
after Aaron
whatever
Rodgers
Love,
goes to the Jets. That's just a fucking beautiful thing. They have themselves a quarterback, and they beat the piss out of the Cowboys in the playoffs.
I do
mean,
not
that's-
appreciate that quarterback going to Green Bay. I had no idea how fucking good he was, and I am bitter.
The jury's still out for me on him.
We don't
Like,
know
it's 1
what
year.
happens.
It's like,
Nick
let's see,
Foles,
like,
Nick Foles. You
Yeah,
got
and,
thrown into
like,
those moments.
you could
where
have,
look great.
he could have just
Yeah.
had the good team, good coaching. Like, Trent Dilfer has a fucking Super Bowl ring. Like, Brad Johnson has a Super Bowl ring. Like, calm fuck down. You know what I mean? Like,
But Aaron's
I'm
right.
not sold
Right
on him
now-
yet.
Right now, though,
Yeah.
Oh,
Green Bay
absolutely.
could beat San
The
Francisco.
Green Bay
Right.
that showed
Which
up
is
to
scary.
spank the Dallas, they go in like that to the 49er game. San Fran ain't got a shot. They're just going
Right.
to run them over.
Right.
They're on a high right now. And yeah, and beating the Cowboys so that way. Once again, Dak Prescott.
Ooh, I like that,
Something
though.
to play
Look
on.
at Scott. Scott's calling it now. Packers Lions NFC Championship
That-
game. I tell you what, bro, that
Be
kind of
wild.
shit, a rival game like that,
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
And it'll be a home game.
Yeah, it would.
it would be a home game for the Lions, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. Even Scott's like, Niners don't have a shot. Bro, everybody thought like it was the Niners to lose. Like now, nobody has faith in the Niners. That's crazy.
They're still a
Fucking-
solid team.
I love it, Ubaldo. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm really happy for you, buddy.
Did
For
anybody-
those in the listening audience, our buddy friend Ubaldo in the chat says, yes, he is quite happy that Cowboys fans are quiet here in Texas. So I'm happy for you, buddy. I've gone through Texas, some basic training, tech school, lived in New Mexico, been there more times than I wanted to.
Cowboys
So,
fans
this
are
is our year.
unstoppable.
It's the worst, dude.
This is our year.
Yeah.
Can shut the fuck up for another 6 months.
So, did anybody watch the fucking Kansas City game Saturday?
No,
No.
I did not.
I am so tired of the fucking NFL refs like holding Patrick Mahomes' dick like it's fucking Simba in the Lion King. Like
Whoa.
this guy is just
Like,
they don't.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There was a defender. that barely pushed him. Like like he was trying to slow down and Mahomes was still in the way and he kind of gently pushed him. Mahomes flopped like a fucking basketball player.
I think closer to a soccer player.
And then like
soccer players are really aggressive with their flops, bro.
Laundry
in the toe
every
and they're like,
fucking wear. I was like, the fuck? Like this guy. What the fuck? Like who?
Yeah.
Just let the fucking game happen. Fuck this guy.
Here's something you need to understand, Don. You didn't see this, buddy, but they did the same fucking thing to Tom Brady, bro. So he's the elite prima donna quarterback. When Tom Brady was running around the field, the refs did the exact same thing for him.
Look,
so they want to
go further. Oh shit, it went further.
Yeah, I'm not. I definitely can't debate that. I just don't fucking like Patrick.
Yeah, well, you got to deal with it like the rest of us had to deal with it with Tom Brady, bro.
Yeah,
it does seem like it's in your face a lot more. Like,
yeah, it really is.
I think it's more because the cameras are all about Mahomes being, the great young gun out there.
Yeah,
that maybe you're catching it more, but yeah.
But I think like the shit that Matt Stafford used to have to play through when the 12 years or 11 years or whatever it is he played in Detroit, they would let him just get murdered. Like it was robbery sometimes.
Snap the ball and they're like, he's that way.
Yeah. Like the guys were already 2 steps over the line of scrimmage. They're like, fuck Matt Stafford.
Fuck him.
And fucking Pat Mahomes is like, I'm pretty sure that guy winked at me.
But on the same token, though, did you see that dude got his shit rocked so fucking hard his helmet broke?
Yes.
He just like there's just a big old
go to the side as a crack.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that might have been the temperature. Like I think maybe
a lot of it had to do with that. 1,000%. I'm just saying, bro. I've been watching football. I can't pinpoint the date I started doing that, so I don't know how the year's broken down. I've never fucking seen that happen.
No,
I've never seen that happen.
The faceplate pop.
Yeah, I've seen.
Stuff, but not.
But I've never seen a helmet fucking like. I did for the longest time as a kid when I was young before I really got and understood football. I thought those helmets were made out of metal. Like when they showed, like, because I was a Raiders fan, so the paint scheme and everything, and they were so thin, they just had a little bit. I thought that was metal. I didn't know any better.
Right.
And I thought the face mask was like some iron with a rubber coating. That's all the fuck I thought and knew. But I didn't know football like that at that juncture in my life. And so that's 80s, 90s, and that's a whole different.
Sure.
These fucking helmets now look like fucking NASA shit, bro. I can't stand these fucking helmets with the shield. The shield that's built in that doesn't have the prongs on the top. It just goes into the helmet.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
You're not wrong.
No, thank you. Okay. I approve both messages from both of you. I'm just saying.
Are designed by NASA. They're like, trying to cut back on how much, how many people have CTE and that they're responsible for, but they're not claiming.
Right, 1,000%. I just don't like I think some of these helmets are cool, but then some of them I'm like, you look like a doober, and they're like, I understand safety, but I'm like, you could choose a different one that's safe.
Yeah, no shit.
It's like you look like you have a 5 head, look like you salute like this, like you don't want that, like it's not good.
That was another thing. Fucking Pat Mahomes broke his helmet. And they didn't have another one.
No, they did. It was in a box. I watched an interview on that specifically.
He was just trying to like fit a helmet.
Yeah, he said because it was fucking frozen. They don't have it. They don't have it prepared. Like normally when these guys are sitting watching the game, they got their jackets and shit on. They put their helmets on those heaters. Like you see those pipe comes up with the rounder top. They put their fucking helmets on them. They keep them heated.
Yeah.
This has never fucking happened. So they had a backup helmet that has a transmitter and shit that's just thrown in a fucking box in case it's nobody gave a fuck to think about that. I guarantee you now he's going to have a fucking heated box
Oh yeah.
That'll never fucking happen again.
Right.
They learned their lesson.
I guess the way the announcers made it sound was he was trying to find somebody else's helmet that fit his head.
Yeah, that because he couldn't fit the fucking helmet on his fucking head because it was frozen and it fucking shrank and it wasn't malleable or nothing. It was fucked.
Okay.
So, shout outs, bro.
They do fit just
Fuck Patrick Mahomes. That's what I said.
I agree, dude. I think he's a great quarterback, but I'm a Raiders fan. Fuck Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Go Lions.
I'd buy that for
Go Raiders. How about you shout out for free, bitch?
Shout out to chat.
Aaron Giles is in the chat.
Oh yeah, dude. Thanks for joining us again, buddy.
Rugby is better than football. No helmets, better sport, better tackles, elegant violence. I say mostly elegant violence. There's somewhere. I think he beat him with his own arm. I really do.
Yeah, no. It's true. It's true.
And we got Eric Dub Williams in the chat.
Dub.
What up, Dub?
Smirk and Bear hanging out in our chat.
Hell yeah.
The big
What's up,
bear.
man?
Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Big Absolutely. Bear. Big Bear. Greedo in a Speedo.
So
hanging out in the chat. Thanks for showing up, man.
Oh, big. Thanks, dude.
Lunar Girl wielding the wrench out there. She's
fuck yeah, LG. You know what, bro? She has scared a lot of the porn people away. Or they just know our threats and they don't want us to make porn. So they're like, you know what? We'll leave these guys alone. But LG, we appreciate you keeping the porn people away.
Much lately. So any of those porn sites want to start spamming the chat, now's your chance. Catch her off guard.
Hold that thought, Darius. I want to talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about it because I've heard that. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. When you're done with the chats. Then the shout out. We'll do the shout outs to the best of my abilities. Because
used and abused.
Fucking Scott, dude.
He just had a fucking episode. And I didn't learn about it until like 3 days afterwards.
Yeah, they had a chill
episode
or something.
Yeah. It was an episode. Yeah.
Fucking penis.
Fucking penis.
Yeah, fuck you, Scott. Penis head. Motherfucker. We appreciate your patronage.
We appreciate you.
He loves you.
You Baldo.
We took you up in the corner?
What's happening, man? Thanks for stopping by.
Hell yeah, you Baldo. Appreciate it, buddy.
Alan. Grave reviews.
Fucking
that guy.
Yes. He's a great guy. Good
Alan.
dude. Woohoo.
Alan.
Have you ever seen that thing with the prairie dogs?
Alan.
Where they're all Alan.
That's what we think of every time.
Darius, just put your fucking penis down. You don't really need to hold it. You're fine.
You don't know. It might not be attached.
No, he's got
that song Detachable Penis.
Yes, it's a great song. It's such a great song.
Isaac was in the chat. We started over just for Isaac.
We started over just for Isaac and he left. He's like, I can't handle it. Too much excitement.
Going back to the woods. It's too much.
Too much.
Scrolling up through the chat. I think I got everybody. Big love.
Fuck yeah, dude.
ATSW The Escape Pod in the chat. Tina is listening.
I have my ways, Aaron. Don't worry about that, buddy. I have my ways.
He tells everybody. It's not a secret.
Yeah, it's true though. He's like, you want a picture of it?
Like, so penis.
Are you on mail drop? I'll just fucking send it right now. God damn it, Darius. I don't want to see your dick again.
Josh Gutierrez is in the chat.
Fuck, what up, TP? Fucking love that dude. He's fucking.
Oh yeah. I think I got everybody.
A lot for his little ass.
If you listen to this as
I blanket him with love with his littleness.
Join us live. Show up in the chat. Say hi. Say penis.
Fuck yeah, dude. We'll say hi to you.
We'll say penis to you.
Yeah. We'll say penis to you as well. Yeah, so will Luna Girl. Fantastic.
Right? It's great.
So good.
So
fucking good. Hell yeah. So
anyway,
any fucking way. That is friendship that you really don't want, Smirking Bear.
Or do you?
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, bro.
Bill and Ted 4.
There's rumor is that Alex Winter posted some shit saying that they're writing Bill and Ted 4.
Yep. Says they got a good idea.
Darius asked the question, do we need another Bill and Ted's? I didn't ever think we would get a third one, and I really enjoyed the third
It
one.
was fun. You know what?
I had a good
Keanu
time
Reeves,
with them.
man. Keanu Reeves,
They,
one of
they
those
don't.
actors.
Yeah, like, and I like Alex Winter, bro.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed Alex Winter and the little bit of the stuff he is, and I love Bill and Ted. I love those two characters.
Right.
They have a reverence to me personally on the level that a Jay and Silent Bob do. Personally, for me, 'cause that movie, the first dude, I would dress like Bill and Ted, like make outfits as a youngster like Bill and Ted. I had the action figures for Bill and Ted. I don't know if you remember those being out. So I don't know if I need another Bill and Ted. Do I want another Bill and Ted? I've enjoyed the journey I've
Third
been
one
on with
wasn't
Bill and
bad,
Ted.
man. Third one wasn't bad. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining.
Yeah, I had a good time. It was humorous. They poked fun at themselves.
Since you brought up the fashion of Bill and Ted, can we please, for the love of God, bring back the long sleeve shirt under a flannel? Like,
yeah.
Can we
A long
please?
sleeve shirt over top of a short sleeve shirt over top of a long sleeve shirt.
Yes, let's do it.
I'm in. Let's just do it.
It's the old punk.
I'll fucking bring. I bring it back. I want to bring back flannel more because I used to rock the fuck out of wearing a long sleeve flannel when I was a kid. Is like a hoodie.
Yeah, that was a thing. Like that big dense. Yeah, warm fucking long sleeve flannel shirt. Fuck yeah.
Oh, flannels is shit.
Let's go.
I always used to wear flannel.
I had so many. And the uglier the like color patterns, like
oh
the cooler
yeah,
it was, man.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, like you've got mustard, yellows, and greens. Fucking sick.
Yes.
Yes. Fucking 1000%, dude.
Yep. Let's do it. We're bringing back flannels on the Escape Pod.
Like I have collared shirts, like that's as close. Like I got there a little bit. I get away with it, but it's not a flannel.
I think
it's not a flannel. But it's there. It's there. That's as close as you can get for my big ass for certain shit. It's fair though. No, it's fair. I'm not disputing it at all.
It's still true. I had to do an install in a local Goodwill store. And some of the coolest fucking flannels come from the Goodwill store. Check them out. They got a whole rack of flannel. And it was like, oh, shit.
Fuck.
Nice.
Yes, bro. Fuck yes. He wrote, fucking Greedo or Speedo wrote a flannel shirt song in high school.
Nice.
No, ode to your flannel shirt. It's necessary. They get you through a lot, bro.
Yeah.
What up, Steve?
Get you through a lot.
Basically, every Weezer song that was ever made is an ode to a flannel shirt.
There's a lot of truth.
I think that's anytime you turn on Pearl Jam. Is
half Japanese girls.
Every time you turn on Pearl Jam, you're like, how the fuck did I get a flannel on?
Flannel shirt.
The fuck? Magic flannel.
Jeremy
Here for you.
Wore his flannel.
It's the best, dude.
I think that's happening. I'm gonna order a bunch of flannel shirts on Amazon.
Fucking bring it back. Bring it back.
One more time. One more time.
He's gonna start wearing them. People are just gonna shake their head as he's walking by. They're like,
for every day of the month.
Yes, dude. Oh, that's the
like
best.
I should be on Beverly Hills 90210.
Right?
It's fucking happening.
And I'm just gonna start spreading the rumor. It's like I really think he's a Power Ranger, and that's part of his uniform when he's incognito.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, dude.
Seriously, how come we can never see where his fucking belt should be? He's got a fucking Power Ranger belt.
He's fucking ties his flannel over his belt.
Fucking son of a bitch. I got you figured out, Don. He's your best friend. How do you not know, Brady? He's got secrets. I know it.
Look at all the pockets he's got in his pants. He's got shit everywhere.
Right? He's like Batman.
Skate shoes, baggy pants, tied flannel shirt, tucked in fucking long sleeve solid color shirt
with a concert tee or something over
with
top,
or a concert tee. And that was
you had that concert tee over a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, you might have a
it was
beanie.
Most of the time it was like a Long John style fucking shirt too.
Yeah, might have a beanie, might not, might be a backwards fucking snapback. And then Then you fucking have a wallet with a chain because you don't give a fuck about motherfuckers.
Right. God, I love the chain movement. It was so good. There was a time, bro.
It was the thing about that though is it was kind of a weapon. Like if you had
it made, but here's the thing, like
still makes
made sense for us. Yeah, it still makes sense now, but like back then, it's like it made sense. Like they preached violence all around us.
Chain whip a fucker in the mouth, dude.
You could fuck some shit up.
Bro. You could,
bro. When I had a fucking in Albuquerque
credit card.
In Albuquerque, the fucking belt. I don't know if this because I lived in Albuquerque, so I don't know if this was a thing anywhere else in the world. But the fucking nylon belt with the fucking metal buckle that you push the belt through and pulled it taut.
Yeah.
But on the metal buckle, you got your fucking initial on it.
Oh.
And they had cutouts. So when the belt went through where the cutout was, your initial was the color of the belt on the buckle.
Oh shit. No.
But that was like
gangster shit. I didn't.
Yeah, that was in Albuquerque, like, and it was mostly the fucking, it was mostly the gang member. But like, I was like, oh, I had a fucking B, bro. I had a white belt with a fucking B. Take me back to that fucking time.
You were a fucking Power Ranger.
Fuck yeah, I was, son. Call me Tommy Lovin, the White Ranger, bitch.
Oh shit.
Tommy Lovin.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Real Ann Arbor? He's back.
Hey.
That's
blue.
What I'm talking about. Hell yeah, go blue. Fuck
hello,
yeah.
fellow national champion.
Yes, welcome to the show. I'll get through the fucking shout outs for the family and all that shit real quick. Fucking first foremost, always shout out to the mothership that is Dave and Jason, the New Jersey Delphians, the fucking homies. They have been there was illness. Dave wasn't feeling the greatest, so they had to cancel the show. We understand that life fucking happens. We've been sick a lot recently, actually. Well, I have. Fuck, so I get it. So we get it, man. So hope you're feeling better, Dave. Looking forward to your guys' return whenever that is. Hopefully that's next week. But if you're not feeling up to it, we get it. Take a break. You know, get your legs underneath you and get ready to rock and roll because the show isn't the same if you're not 100%, dude. So we want you 100%, bro. 100%. Next, use and abuse with the sneaky little dirty cuck that is fucking
chill session, sneaky fucker.
Yeah,
dirty bastard. We love you though. But
I did don't chill session.
Motherfucker. Use and abuse. Fucking Kim and Scott, check them out. We love those motherfuckers. They're out there just Scott's in the corner right now, just moisturizing. We know that. It's okay. We still love you, buddy. Next, check out who do we got? We got fucking Big Swede. Fucking he's doing the music stuff. But lately he's kind of I've seen him on the other socials for his other stuff. He's snowboarding, bro.
Yeah, it's that
he's
time,
out
man.
there. Yeah, he's in the powder. He's on the mountain doing things. So I don't know how much music you're gonna get for him, but you know, if you follow his fucking YouTube, maybe you follow some of his other socials, you see the fun shit he's out there doing. He's a good follow for that.
Good metal stuff lately. I bet.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's true.
And as cold as it is, I hope his snowboard isn't made out of Patrick Mahomes' helmet.
Oh, that would be.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that means, but that's crazy.
Yeah. It's officially get 3 inches of meat out of 6 inches.
Have you ever seen a snowboarder like snap their board?
No, bro. I would.
It is not fucking cool, dude. Like
it's a messy wreck.
Like a skateboard, like you snap a skateboard and there's 2 pieces, but they're not attached to you. So if you think about like how dangerous it could be to snap, skateboard, but it's attached to your feet, like not good.
That's a lot. I don't want to be a part of that.
You're gonna fucking blow out a knee or some shit.
Oh, you're going
or die. Yeah, you're dead. Possibly dead. No,
maybe.
So
fuck Patrick Mahomes is what I said.
Yeah, that's what There it is.
Where we're going.
Then after you leave and check out this shit that fucking Swede's got going on, go check out our guy Keith for fucking layman's terms. He's up to no good. Always, because that's what he does. He's a sneaky bastard. But we expect that from him, unlike fucking use and abuse with their chill secret squirrel stream. Look at Marty McFly, bro.
Marty McFly.
Isn't he don't you fucking give me the finger while playing with my Marty McFly? fuck you, buddy. Hey, make him ruck that hoverboard. Fuck you up.
I don't think he's gonna.
Fucking motherfucker.
Soft.
I lost where the fuck I was. Layman's terms. Keith, fucking dirty cuck, fucking used and abused. Episodes. Watch. All of them.
Oh,
Don't forget to check out fucking Stranger Things Has Happened when they return. March, right?
Yeah, that's the
March.
word. Yeah.
March. Yeah. They're continuing their journey. They've never watched it. They're watching it together. Don and Luna Girl. So check that out. Don't forget to check out fucking Podcast of Pain with Darius. He's back. He's doing things. He's changing Patreon names. Like he's getting real fucking, it's wild things that are happening with that guy.
Who's still Red 5?
Red what?
What?
Oh,
Who?
I think she's talking about Scott and Kim are still Red 5.
Scott,
okay.
Kim, and Nicole. Yeah.
Oh.
With their sneaky episodes, still hasn't addressed that. In
Sneaky fucker. And then said Podcast of Pain. Check out fucking Darius. He's fucking doing his shit out there. And then our fucking super friend here doing super shows, Mr. Dragon Buddy and our buddy Alan. Grave reviews tomorrow, 7:30, correct?
7:30.
Fucking got it.
7:30.
Grave reviews. Fucking love us a little fucking Alan getting on there, laughing and giggling, talking about the shit he loves, the shows and the horror that him and Dragon Buddy enjoy to break down and laugh and like
you'd enjoy
what the fuck moment,
man. So. We're doing Frankenhooker.
Hey kid, see, this is what I'm telling you, right?
Time?
Great reviews. Check it out. Check it the fuck out. Did I get everybody?
You should definitely shout out.
Check out Greedo and Speedo's TikTok. I know he's got things happening there.
Yeah, for sure. And
video.
Steve, Rebel Rock Radio.
Fuck yeah,
YouTube,
Steve.
man, check that out.
Get that shit, bro.
For sure.
Yeah. Him and JD, they've been at it. They're Rebel Rock. They were Rogue One Radio. Then I think they were Rogue. They just made 2 switches, right, Steve? If you're still in chat, you can answer that. But it's fun. I enjoy the aesthetic. I like the whole. I like the name a lot, like because like EscapePod, it leaves it open. Rebel Rock Radio, it leaves it open because he definitely talks about music, but he talks about his Star Wars. He talks about different things he's reading or whatever the thing may be. It's still in that nerd world, but the appropriateness of I like clever podcast title names. I really fucking do, and I think he's even the switch from Rogue One Radio to Rebel Rock Radio. It still gets the message. It's still fun. I still feel like you're playing in the sandbox.
Yep, for sure.
Not Frank the Hooker?
Not Frank the Hooker.
Oh, I'm scared.
Thank you, Scott. He's going to text me the next time he goes live. I appreciate that.
Oh, just DB. I see.
Not to beleaguer the point of the whole football conversation that we've been having.
Mm-hmm. We didn't. We're done with it. We've been done with it.
Right.
That's okay. You can go back.
That's what I'm saying. Not to really fucking draw it out, but I had a really great time with Aaron Rodgers this last week getting kicked off the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee.
McAfee.
He was brought on the show, I want to say the beginning of last week, to defend some stupid shit he said.
Right.
Because I guess he got into it with one of the late night talk show hosts. Whatever. But when they brought him on to unfuck himself, he immediately proceeded to fuck himself so much more. He said so many stupid things, like you could have measured stupid shit per Jimmy Kimmel. You could measure
Kimmel?
Yeah, you could measure like stupid shit per second that he said. Like, and then like the next day they're like, yeah, he's not coming on the show.
Well, it
ever
was
again.
loud. Like I saw a highlight before, and I guess like it was loud back and forth between them. Like
Yeah.
it was a fucking full on. They might
Yeah.
grab each other, and
He
of
was
course,
linking Jimmy.
Rogers he's paid to come on these shows and
Yeah.
talk and just be a complete and total asshole.
Yeah, he just fucking damn it. Like I already hated the guy, but he just made it like that much. I'm like, you can't even not fuck up a good thing. Like you just all you had to do was do this one thing right. And then once you had a fucked up what was it? His ACL he tore?
Yeah.
Once he
thing
didn't come back from
exploded.
that, he was gonna get a job somewhere doing something. Now he's not even gonna get that
They're
because
like, we don't want to see you play football or
Yeah.
hear you talk about it.
no microphones for that guy.
Yeah, no.
And I loved every fucking minute of it. And everybody that watches this show knows how much I fucking hate that guy. So the fact that he killed his microphone based career this past week was worth bringing up on the show. Fuck Aaron.
I agree. Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
It's fucking guy. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. It's unanimous. Fuck that guy. So, where are my notes? Did I have anything else?
Hey.
Let me shout out while you look
go
at your
ahead.
notes. Let me shout out the patrons.
Go ahead, buddy.
We want to thank Greedo and Speedo, Tina, Pop My Culture, the Frank, Darius Payne, Kristen Roscom, Todd Lovin, Dave Martin, Eric Dub Williams, Richie the King Armbruster, Lunar Girl, and Scott and Kim from Use and Abuse.
Fuck yeah. Oh, Scott and Kim. Scott, if you're still listening, I know you were. You just popped in a comment just a little bit ago. I was actually talking to my wife, and I brought up I'm gonna put together something. I know we've talked about it on the show. I'm gonna try to get, and I got some things planned for us, and that are gonna involve Scott and Kim because they've been. Goddamn, we have totally beat these and sucked their dick so hard on this show. But like, I want to do a special thing that involves them because they've been that patron. So, things are happening, dude. Things fucking cool. I got some things that are in here. I'm gonna get with you guys. I'm going to have the finances to put these things together. So I'm gonna start getting the ball rolling on that. And hopefully that's going to advertise the work that my wife can do for custom crafts and shit. But I got some things, guys. It's going to be fucking sweet.
Nice.
So, and if they can turn out good enough to where I can get a reaction from our audience to where they would like to purchase these things, I got some, to be up front, I got some really cool fucking ideas for some like hoodies, but they're like on a club level hoodie kind of. I'm thinking half like motorcycle what are they, the hangers or rocker that they put on the back, whatever. Like, I'm kind of thinking in that realm, kind of a club style hoodie jacket thing, military-esque. I got it's brewing in this fucking dome of mine. So I'm hoping to make some cool things for us and a couple of our solid patrons that have stood by our side from the very beginning. So
it might be scary.
Hopefully I get to
in his own mind, but it's good for you.
Yeah, for scary. Yeah, but it's gonna be dope. I'm excited to talk to the wife about doing it. I mean, you guys know I did the jerseys thing at the Sidebar celebration. I like doing these things, man, because I like people at what the fuck is ATS and EscapePod, and it's like this, bro. And I can have conversations with people about what all this is, and they're like, "That's fucking awesome, dude!" Like, so check it out. Maybe they're just paying attention when they can. I don't know, but I love all of what this EscapePod ATSW family shit is, bro. Like, I got so many ideas down. Me and LG have talked about things, and it's just start coming to fruition. Things are starting to fall in place.
Nice.
Cool. Good shit.
What's on your notes list here, buddy? You got so excited.
Oh, yeah. No, I want to talk. I went to Chicago. I kind of want to hit up on that a little bit, man. I
Yes.
went to my daughter. For those of you in the know, my daughter is in synchronized ice skating. She's on a team in Ann Arbor, and they went to Chicago for a competition. And I just wanted to hit on some of the cool shit. Obviously, it's fantastic watching my daughter. I truly do enjoy watching the synchronized skating stuff. It's done to music. It's choreographed, real fun. Their team got second place. They did a real good job. The team that won first place in their division, I swear to God, every chick in there was in high school, whereas every girl on my daughter's team was in like 7th grade. But maybe that's just me being a dad. I don't know. I digress. We stayed at a Hampton Suites. Fuck.
Settle down, Joe Klatt.
I don't even know what that means. So, haha, your insult is lost, ass fuck. Nice place, had an indoor pool, took my daughter swimming a lot. We went to this fucking sushi joint out the fucking future, bro. It had these conveyor belts that would bring sushi around, had lids and shit covering them. And when they go around, you pull the plate and the lid would come up and it would scan the 3D barcode. And to add to your fucking thing, you had another thing where you could order specific sushi and it brought it on a secondary conveyor belt so nobody else could pick it, that would just stop at your spot. So you ordered whatever built, however, it would come to your spot. Then it had fucking robots rolling around, bringing you drinks. It was the wildest shit, bro. Like they'd wink at you and shit. They'd fucking come to your table, turn around, show you your drinks. You take your drinks and hand them out. And then it'd fucking turn around, like wink, play some music and fucking jet. It was the coolest fucking thing. Dude, I was seriously in there with my fucking phone. I'm like, oh my God, my daughters are like, it was awesome, dude. It was so fucking cool.
Sweet.
I rode a train from Jackson to Chicago. This is the first time I've ever been on a train.
If you were handicapped, that would have sounded so different. I rode a train.
Oh, a good time. I take trains over planes. If it wasn't for the sheer amount of time it would take to get from one place to the other, I would take a train every fucking time.
Well, when we planned to come out and when we were trying to meet up with you guys, we were trying to plan it around a train because cost and the fact that you could get your own personal car and some amenities to it without really breaking the bank to go places. It was kind of like, wow, it's like another level to the adventure, Absolutely. I'm for it, bro. Now having experienced that, it puts it in my head as an option for something like you just spoke of. Because, bro, I got to stand up. You guys know my complaints with flying on planes is my legroom. I'm 6'5". Yeah. So, I was in a newer train car, and the seating, it was comfortable. It has the built-in things so you can just lay your head like that. Nice.
I was like, oh, that's good. And I just laid back like this, and I was just sleeping. I had my hoodie on, my hoodie over, and I had my legs out. Nobody sat next to me because there was enough space. There was quite a few people who had nobody sitting to them, a lot of fans. And if you have a party of 4 or more, you can sit at the tables and have that all to yourself. Right. I'm like, this is dope, bro. I seriously will
There's a lot of badass options you can add onto trains, like as far as making it an interesting.
I'm definitely, if we head back your direction, like that is something that I will definitely investigate.
So here's the interesting thing about if we were going towards Chris and Kelly, we can't take a train there.
What the fuck?
You can get to Williamsport. Was where we were looking to leave for, which is about 2.5 hours from us.
Yeah, but in order to get from here to say Philly, it's a train ride, a bus, an hour in the bus, and then another train, and then something else, and then your second cousin, sister's brother has to file your toenails, and then you can take a train
to Michigan. If you're lucky,
Philly.
There's at least one layover to another train, at least. Yeah.
Yep. So fuck that. As far as
fuck that. But whatever. I'm just overall experience, bro. My first fucking experience on a train was so pleasant. I really, really enjoyed it. Sometimes walking, when they're fucking taking some of them bends, you're very unsteady, but you gotta go with it. Whatever. And then you guys know it was cold as fucking balls in Chicago this weekend, bro.
Yuck.
And it being so fucking the windy city as it is, man, you get between some of them buildings, walking places, that wind is just fucking whipping.
Yeah.
It's fucking awful. And I just had to bring up, in Chicago, the ice skating rink we went to, it was the weirdest shit. It was this big ass ice skating rink, fucking solid ass seating, Olympic size fucking rink in the middle of a fucking suburban neighborhood. Literally all around it was residential housing. I do not know how it existed where it did. It did not make any fucking sense, bro.
Right.
And with that being said, the parking lot was this fucking big.
Right.
So everybody's parking on these streets. Half the streets you can only park on one side of the streets because it's fucking Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
I was fortunate enough my daughter didn't perform till mid-afternoon that I just puttered around the parking lot and I got a spot. But fuck, bro. I was like, so unexpected. Every other ice skating thing I've taken my daughter to, it's damn near feels like it's by big ass commercial buildings in a big ass commercial building itself.
Right.
That's just happened to be ice skating rinks inside it. And you know what I mean? Like with a big fucking parking lot. This was not that.
Fucking yuck.
Yeah. But no, that was just the short of my notes. I really wanted to hit on the football stuff. We could talk to Percy Jackson. We could talk to Echoes. We don't have to talk to Guardians, but it's a cool background. So that's all I got. I know Don's got a lot going on with his phone, so we'll figure it out.
I'm actually looking for the closest Amtrak station that we have that will actually go to Philly.
He's making it happen now. It's very important we do this.
Nice.
You
You
were
never
telling
know.
a story, bitch.
My story was over, bitch.
No, it's now over. Bitch.
Now it's over.
Fuck you over, bitch. I
Keep
swear.
going. Keep it going. What
this
else did you
fucking
do?
bitch.
Did you
This-
eat slides?
Fuck this guy. No, fucking. I want to stab him, Dragon Buddy. I want to stab him.
Well, I'm not taking that away from you.
Give me a reason. Give me a reason.
Anyway,
Everyone on the river.
It'd be
Percy
good if that
Jackson.
place had parking.
Percy Jackson. Let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
I don't know how many folks in our chat, how many folks listening, have paid any attention to Disney Plus's Percy Jackson. It has the young man who played as Ryan Reynolds, Adam in Project Adam. And I was pleasantly surprised with this that he does not act like Ryan Reynolds.
yeah.
No,
he
definitely
is-
his own person.
Yeah, he is his own person. He is portraying Percy Jackson the way he feels he should portray him. And I was very excited because like that kid did a great job being
Which
Ryan
makes,
Reynolds.
makes
Right.
what he did in the Adam Project even better because
Yes.
that kid fucking had Ryan Reynolds, a young Ryan Reynolds, down perfect. You know.
Yeah. So talking about that right off grip, well, we'll get into it. I'm sorry, I took this the wrong way. Normally Don would lead this, but overall, I'm enjoying it. I'm watching it with my 13-year-old daughter. She's read all the books. She's watched all the movies. In her opinion of the movies to the TV show, the movies are crap.
Yes.
That's what she's told me. The movies are garbage. They don't follow the books and shit very well. So she loves the books. She's read the books. I'm having an excellent time watching this with my daughter. I fucked up and I went to bed early last night, completely forgot it was fucking Tuesday and I didn't watch. And so I intend to watch Percy Harvin with her. So I'm not caught up to date, but for one, we'll get to you two. I'm really enjoying the show, and it's very favorable with me because of watching with my daughter. That adds it because she came to me wanting me to watch it with her. But that aside, I'm enjoying what is presented to me, and we can get into that after we hear what you guys got to say.
Cool.
Nothing. I love it.
I'm
Fantastic.
curious how because this show is built for that preteen, teen age group. That's the demographic. I mean, that's
absolutely.
Where
I will not disagree with that.
That's what it's written for. I was a fan of the books. I watched them or read the books and watched the movies when they came out with my kids back in the day. I'm of the same mindset. Movies are entertaining. As far as the Percy Jackson story, no, they don't follow shit. They took all the big stuff and molded it their own way. So when it comes to this show, closer to the books, and I'm 3 episodes in. I stopped because I really think LG would like it, and I need to get her caught up. So I want to.
Yes, I love it. I want to hear LG's.
Because seriously, this is a good show. I'm really enjoying it. I like the way they've progressed it so far. 3 episodes.
I think it's a good show. In order for me to really get super excited about it, it's going to have to grow up a little bit, but it has room to do that.
Yeah.
How
far are you in it?
I believe like the 3rd or 4th episode.
Okay, that's okay.
Not to get into the spoilers, but
we don't need. I was just curious where you sat, making the comment for room for growth. That's all. You don't
right around when he's claimed.
Okay.
That's not too. I mean, that doesn't mean anything to anybody.
No.
Yeah. So it's very much like I'm, just getting into it, but I'm thinking that as things progress and shit hits more and more fans, like right now, it's very much like they're at camp. You know what I mean? And and at some point, this goes into kind of a Lord of the Rings style, like expedition,
a quest.
Yeah,
find a satchel of Richards. And
find one satchel of Richards. Eat them all.
So I think we can all agree that this is an entertaining show. Nobody
very well made.
Yeah, nobody here doesn't like it. I put it out there, and even from the chat, it's like maybe when this is all done, we do get spoilery and talk about this show. Because I know that's
going to be more seasons.
Yes, my daughter told me that they've already agreed for season 2.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
If Kelly's into this, you were talking about maybe wanting to do a project.
Yeah,
maybe that's the thing. Maybe we can chat up this show episode by episode.
That'd be cool. And
we can bring Kelly on.
Episodes in, they really do a good job of like, here's the story for this episode, and with an overarching kind of thing that you see evolving. So I really like Smirking Bear says, it's a reflection of the chapters of the book. If you're a fan of the books, it does. It kind of goes along with
this motherfucker. Sorry, DB. Sorry.
No, you don't be sorry. I mean, pork chili verde. Oh, Ubaldo again. I ate dinner, and I'm disappointed.
Hungry
dinner.
Fucking asshole. All
right, we got to work on this. Maybe this summer we get together at Ubaldo's house.
Right?
Aaron's like a quest to find a plot that doesn't copy the Lord of the Rings or some basement weekend D&D session.
That pretty much covers everything new coming out. Son of a
yeah.
It's actually funny now that you mentioned that. Like, there's so many people that are making properties right now that grew up doing shit like playing D&D.
Yeah, the fucking Stranger Things guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
fucking
Literally
making that
from.
movie, you know?
Yeah, straight from.
Yeah.
You got the Mind Flayer and
Yep.
yeah, all of the characters that we're dealing with in Stranger Things are the D&D characters.
Yep. The 80s kids are now running all.
We need to
of
start running the
production
country.
houses.
Start fixing this shit.
Right. No shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're the generation that was forgotten about, and we'd like to continue to be forgotten
It's
about.
true. Yeah.
Just want to hide over here in the
you
mountains.
go ahead and sleep on us. We'll fucking punch you in the dick when you're not looking.
Right.
Gen X, bitch,
Excuse me, sir. You just been punched in the nuts.
Oh,
Yep.
what happened? Gen X punched me in the dick. Oh, they do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They do that. Are you? Oh, boomer, dumbass.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Please stay in your fucking lane.
Oh, great. Good stuff. He's good stuff.
All right.
But I will say too about this Percy Jackson. I like the characters all around, even the kids. Like, there's some of the kids you're like, "Fuck you, you fucking little bitch," but you're supposed to not like them, or they got characters where you're like, you waver on, do you trust them? And I like that. The things that Percy was told, like, I don't want to get spoilery, but the things that, like, he has to think about that shit the whole fucking time this stuff is going on.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that depth and adding that level. Like, because we know he knows what he knows. So I like having that nugget as things are progressing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm enjoying that
And the
aspect
show
of
is
the story.
open about his like hesitation and everything. Like it does a good job of explaining his side of that,
Right.
not just as like an inner monologue. You really get that whole like, this is what this kid is worried about on a crazy quest, and he has right to be. He's worried about the right things.
Yeah. Yep. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to more of it.
Yeah, it's not, and I like that it doesn't feel like something I would watch on the Disney Channel. Like, it doesn't feel like a Wizards of Waverly Place look like this is a set, and then they did a silly CGI Power Ranger style fucking, you know what I mean? Like, they do a good job of, you get introduced to Medusa, or Medusa's daughter, correct? Maybe I'm fucking that up. Maybe that's good. Maybe I'm fucking it up for you. Whatever.
Yes.
Medusa style person. The way her costume and the hat and all, it doesn't look like Saturday morning fucking hanging with Mr. Cooper, Power Rangers. It doesn't look like that. It looks better. It's got great presentation. They go to St. Louis. I felt like I was in St. Louis at, where they were in St. Louis. I felt like I was there.
It's got good production value.
Yeah, it has great production value.
And you know what? You mentioned the Medusa character. The fact that they weren't all stuff in your face with CGI. Like, we know what Medusa's supposed to look like. So they weren't. They did a lot of like camera tricks, and her her outfit and everything that's going on, to where it wasn't in your face with like, here's a bunch of fucking CGI snakes moving around. I thought it
made it creepier the way it presented it. When there were certain shots of her
showing less.
Yeah, dude, they did a good job with that kind of stuff. So I had fun, man. The fucking some of the different, I'll just call them demons because I'm unsure if that's what they were. Like, the way those were portrayed and who they were portrayed by, and then what they see versus what we see, like, that's cool. Like, I dig that shit. So it's good, man. It's if you have some preteen teenagers, like, see if they want to sit down and watch this with you, because I think it could be enjoyable for both of you.
Make sure that these preteen teenagers, probably related to, don't just, scoop them up and bring them home to watch the show with.
Man, fuck them kids. If you want to watch this show, watch it.
I've got NyQuil lollipops and Percy Jackson.
Yeah, no shit. Fuck them kids.
Oh my Lord. It's good though, man. I really think you got you got some kids with you, it could be a good show that you sit there and watch and have that little, 30 minutes with a kid.
If you've got kids with you, do not fuck those kids. Do not. That's not what I said.
Whoa.
That is not what I said.
Not meaning.
Do not tell the cops DellaSnooch said that's what I was supposed to do. I'm just saying we don't endorse that kind of thing here.
Forget them kids. That's what he meant.
Yeah, you can forget about them kids.
Forget about them kids.
Now, if you don't have any kids, fuck them kids.
You don't have any kids.
Stop. You were good. You were good. There was a point, Don. There was a point where you stopped, but you kept going, and you damn near first circled it, buddy. You fucking full circled it. You're right back to where the fuck you started.
You get what you pay for in this podcast.
Fucking A, bro.
Damn it, Dan.
Fucking Jesus.
Oh, great.
Good Lord.
All right, let's talk about Echo, bro.
All right, let's talk about Echo. Here we go.
Starting with Brady.
No. Yeah.
Give us an overview.
I got 10 minutes in, and then fucking Dragon Buddy's like, yeah, I got a few minutes I can play. So I stopped. But here's the thing. Here's the whole thing. I didn't not watch it because of anything I've heard or not heard. I just flat out haven't watched it because I've been busy. I've been doing a lot of other things. I have been watching Percy Jackson with my daughter. That's been more on my thing. And look, man, I'm dead fucking honest with the whole Echo character. I don't know anything about. And I kind of wanted to draw that comparison with the whole Guardians of the Galaxy that we could have talked about. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, I knew nothing about. Absolutely nothing. I had no excitement going to see that movie other than I was going to watch that movie in Oklahoma with my dad, my mom, and my little brothers. My grandma had passed away, so I was there for her passing. And we went to a movie to make light of it. So I knew nothing of that fucking movie. I adore it. Mm-hmm. It's great. But I never gave a second thought to it before I saw it. I don't know if Echo, what I've seen of Echo, whoa, bro, this is on the Disney Channel. And I've only watched that much of it because it felt pretty like, this is heavy, dude. And you start thinking about this girl, she's deaf, and the thing that just happened, I don't want spoiler, so I don't want to do that because that's not what we're here for. But I'm like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this. But I'm going to be 100% honest. When it came to this moment where I had the moment, DB was like, well, we can play this COD. I was like, let's go.
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah, so I was going to watch the first episode. I had the whole intentions of just being real and honest and not watching it because I haven't thought about it, not because I don't care, but I don't care. And that's normally not me, but it's just not peeking on the radar to where I feel like I got to see it. But now I'm hearing things of how this possibly sets up Spider-Man 4. So I'm like, I'm a lot more intrigued. So
what it sets up is Daredevil Born Again. So we just talked about a show that has fantastic production value in Percy Jackson. This show has shit production value.
Oh,
so yeah, I mean it's filmed in the Marvel standard, like it's quality.
It's good. It's not
but
the best.
Instead of doing this show in any kind of real location, they picked a not real fucking set, like a couple of old farmhouses and some bullshit, and said it's in Oklahoma. There's an old roller skating rink that's a big set piece, and then there's a little like trinket shop. The entire show happens in those few locations. So instead of making a show where there's like the normal Marvel fucking ta-da, there's no ta-da. It's like when you watched
The
you know,
difference
Friends or
between-
something, it's like a bottle episode where the whole episode was just shot in the apartment.
right.
Because that's how you save money, right?
It's it's classic Disney Plus where you have Percy Jackson, huge, big, like it's a world, and you
Mhm.
have Echo, very small, little tiny town. Same as what they did with the Mandalorian, all of this galaxy, and Book of Boba Fett, one tiny little planet and a
Right.
section of that planet.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
It's exactly
the
that.
difference there.
It's
yeah.
not that there was a difference in the film quality. It's that they just didn't do anything with it. They were like, we have to tell this much story, and we're going to need about 5 episodes to do it, and we're not going to spend any money on this more than we have to.
Right. Right.
There was some cool CG stuff that they did, but most
That's-
of that happened in a computer.
That's the shit I don't like, is like when you turn it into some WB fucking Smallville shit. As much as I love Smallville, and I truly,
It's
honestly
totally
say that,
Yeah,
being
it
honest
feels a
with
lot
you,
like
I
that.
do. I don't like it. Marvel shouldn't do that.
Mhm.
That's not what the Disney Plus space is for, in my opinion, is
Right.
for.
Now,
But
I
that
mean,
saddens me, because what I've seen in the beginning of this,
mhm.
I've
was-
really fucking enjoyed.
It was mostly just her and Wilson Fisk, like,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all important. Like, it's shit that
Right.
you're going to need to know going into the next phase of Marvel TV. Like,
Right.
you need to watch it, but it's not going to set your fucking world on fire for sure.
Yeah, because
Right.
I started watching this because there was the talk of Vincent D'Onofrio's character of
Mhm.
Kingpin coming back.
And he's good in it.
And I like his version of Kingpin. I think he nails, or at least what I like about Kingpin, I think he nails it.
Right.
I like him as an actor.
Yeah.
And I think he does well. So that's drawing me in. This is
Right.
this is a very specific superhero with a very specific background. It's without spoiling it, like Smirky Bear says, it's a very indigenous
Mhm.
people's centric show,
Right.
which is kind of neat to like, here's how the first Choctaw, and how she saved her people and became humans. And that's like the background to
Mhm.
the powers. So I thought that was interesting. I'm
Yep.
just not sure that the small town, super small town stuff is going to pan out as well as I think they think it does.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
and
yeah.
the thing is, though, like, she leaves New York, goes to the small town. These things happen. She goes back to New York.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally, it's a bottle episode, but it's 5 episodes.
Yeah. I got 2 in. It's not terrible.
That's
and
so
it's not
crazy,
bad.
because I remember when you watched the first episode, your feelings were not that when you told me.
The first episode, the first half of the first episode is just recap
Yeah.
of all the cool shit that's
brought us
happened around
here.
this character.
Right.
And it's
which is cool.
Yeah, I was like, I forgot how fucking dope this character is.
Yeah.
And as this goes through the 5 episodes, she never becomes not fucking dope. Like, my issue with the show is not the story. And
Yeah.
it's not her.
It just
and
feels
it's
small.
not- Yes,
It doesn't feel Marvel big like you're accustomed to and you want it to.
exactly. It feels like the kind of thing that could have been told in a flashback in something else. You know what I
Right.
mean? And like, not for nothing, I don't normally get too caught up in, this is woke and that's woke and blah blah blah. But I feel like somebody was like, we have this opportunity to do a story about indigenous Indian folk, and we're
you know
gonna
what?
do
I know
something
that
cool in
sounds-
that
With
space.
disability.
Yeah, with this.
Yeah, I know that
like, they
sounds
kind of
shitty, but
checked off a bunch
I
of
think they do that. Yeah, no, it's I think they look at it as a business move.
Yeah,
But at the same
And I
time,
hate to say that.
we're not looking
Go
at
ahead.
a character being switched around to change to fit a different narrative. We're
Right.
seeing an original
No,
character,
absolutely.
Yeah.
which
Absolutely.
makes the world a difference.
We're
where-
showcasing
Because,
a character that
this
normally wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what it is, because like I brought up in the beginning, I had no draw to this character. All the fucking Marvel characters that we can choose from, we make an Echo show. We don't make a Silver Surfer who's a fucking great character. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these different Marvel properties, and you choose Echo because, like Dragon Buddy said, there's a way to check off boxes. And that sometimes is disheartening. Now, overall, I hope her story works out to fulfill the bigger overall Marvel Cinematic Universe story in which you're telling me. And if we had to bring you on board to paint the new Kingpin story for whatever reason I haven't watched and we'll get there, great, cool. I'm cool with that. But if you just throw this Echo fucking character in here and then the fucking MCU gets rebooted like they're talking about, and you never paid that the fuck off, what the fuck was the point of that? That's where I sit with all of those projects.
Well, Smirking Bear,
If She-Hulk doesn't come in to play down the road in this Marvel Cinematic Universe
Right.
phases until they talk about rebooting everything, if she doesn't pay off, why the fuck did you give me a Disney Plus show of her? Why did I get that? You know what I mean? Like, I defended it. I sat there and told you I had a good time because I thought later you were going to give me She-Hulk, and there was 2 characters from episode 1 and 7 or what the fuck ever,
Right.
and now they're here too because I put in the time to watch that back in 2000 what the fuck ever and blah blah. Like, don't just do it because you check fucking boxes off when it doesn't go to the overall story. That I don't like.
There's a lot going on in the chat, and
I see that.
the character of Echo first appeared in 1998 Marvel Comics Daredevil. As a Maya is at one point called to fight against a rival gang. So she's been around since the late
25
90s.
years.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but no, my
she's not. I was just answering the question
Oh.
that Darius had asked. She's been around since 98. So she's not.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
brand
I've never
new to
heard of
create
her.
for this show. I'm curious with Smirking Bear.
Yeah, I just like
What's your take on the show? Like, is it because he does mention the point that this is the third time we're venturing into indigenous the check boxes when it comes to making a
right.
show. Now I thought Prey,
Mhm.
the Predator show on Hulu, I thought that was awesome. And the fact that they were going to release it in all in First Nation, I thought that was really cool because of how they took it to where this is where it was, and we went to people that are not only knowledgeable about their past, but are representative of the people they're showing.
Well, at the last episode of Echo, like, it specifically, like, there's a, what do they call that, the little placard or whatever, where they thank the tribe that she's supposed to be from. They actually worked with Marvel on this show. So I'm assuming that from the indigenous perspective, it's accurate to their mythos.
Yeah, because this is one of those shows that you hear people crying woke, and you're crying, like, oh, you got to be all inclusive and blah 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 blah. I honestly,
I don't get into that side of it. I don't give a fuck.
It's hard to even. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to even fathom that side of it without going, like, well, it's like, oh, it's the other MCU kind of anagrams that are out there, where it's just like, how can you say those things and not sound like a bigot or misogynist or, so
right.
But just from the side of, like, do they do it right? I mean, we might be entertained, but are we being entertained off of something that's
so
not correct?
Here's my the way I'm looking at what I just said about the the wokeness, or how I fucking hate
I
using
hate
that word because
too,
it's so laden with shit.
Yeah,
But
it doesn't mean what
we learned everything about Tony Stark's childhood and where he comes from and what makes him Tony Stark through little flashbacks as they told his modern story, right?
Right.
This is one of the few, if not the only character that there's a 5-episode mini series, more or less, and at least like 30 or 40% of it is about her childhood and where she comes from.
right.
Which like that's what I'm saying. Like it all could have been told in flashback in something else.
Right.
Like it really feels like the Disney this is one of the few times where I'm like, I kind of see where some people are like, not for nothing, but this seems like the kind of thing Disney is just like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this opportunity to fucking do this.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe that always happens, and it just rubs some people the wrong way when it's like this. I didn't particularly have a problem with it. I just thought it was an odd way to tell a character's backstory.
Yeah. Like, see, my thing is, I don't give a shit. I wanted to pay overall of the Disney Plus stuff we've given. Miss Marvel, so far, you've put her in the Marvels, so that's paid off. I'm seeing her in something. Now the Echo, she was in the Hawkeye, right? She was in Hawkeye for a little bit. She's getting her thing. So it's kind of paying off. Keep these things paying off. As long as she pays off and she shows up, and I'm fucking down with that. Or it serves the Kingpin story, and going forward, I don't give a fuck about any of the wokeness, but I do agree when it comes to a lot of these things, it's check the box shit. What can we check the box? And it's like when sports teams or even whole leagues dedicate a month to this cause.
Right.
And then everybody jumps on board and every team does it, and they're making their own specific gear shit because it checks all the boxes. And look, we made this shit for you. Like I'm a product of it. I buy all the Raiders salute to service shit when it comes to the military.
Yeah.
Like I buy it. That's what I go for. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that kind of made sense in what, like, as long as this shit pays forward and does what it does, I don't give a fuck, bro. If this upset him, if you're an indigenous person and this upset you, I don't know if they're portraying that shit proper or improper because I'm not indigenous myself.
That's
so if they're doing it wrong, shame the fuck on them. But I apologize if I don't know if it's wrong because
what he brings
it's presented
up
to me
is there's people that are out there that are quick to jump into doing that research last minute to turn around and say, oh, well, they're not doing this and they're not doing that. Yet the person that's saying those things is not representative of that culture. So do you even have something to stand on to say?
It's like it's like putting on somebody else's offendedness.
I'm not going to use the name. It was like when we were at the work meeting. This was back when we first started, and they were talking about them smoke shacks in the fucking side of the building. And I'm not going to say his name, but there was a dude who started bringing up and like defending and shit, like going at, and the dude didn't even smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Co-opting. Co-opting somebody else's outrage is what the fuck.
My kid had a meeting. She's like, it's great. We had, a meeting for, Juneteenth, and it was run by the whitest person of our department.
Right.
And, speaking, and all of the people of color had to sit and listen to her speak about all of this, and them going, you have no idea what the fuck you're saying. Like,
right.
What are you teaching me? As a person representative of what you're speaking of, and you clearly are not. It's the basic white bitch that's spray painting BLM on a local storefront. You don't have the, you're making things worse. And it's
right.
So
See that's the shit I want to hear or see from like a smirking bear. For me, I thought they did okay. Plus, the grandma and grandpa are known indigenous actors in other movies. That's fucking what I'm talking about. That's awesome. That's what needs to be done.
Aaron,
Yep.
Aaron.
I already answered that, Aaron. It is technically oral.
Yeah.
You get hand job from a deaf person. I'm pretty sure that is.
Yeah.
It's good. It's fucking good.
Yeah. I don't know how to come back from that.
I think going back to what I saw in the chat, I don't know who posted it. It's back there somewhere. But when it comes to Ubaldo with, when it comes to superhero fatigue, I think after everything led up to the snap, where we had the Civil War and we had what came after, it's a lot to try to get back into because they hit such a high point in Marvel. So I think the way back to it is these smaller pocket stories, the Daredevils, the Hawkeyes, these are the way I think to try to bring something back, but not force the issue of a larger, umbrella of a problem like Kang. It was a great idea until that guy was an asshole you chose for Kang. So fuck. Then I think the way back to it would be to either you got to start coming out with some cinematic masterpieces to something, a bigger problem, or it's these pocket shows that we see that can, bring us back. Ms. Marvel was an inclusive new character into a story that could be something bigger. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that this might connect to something bigger with the Marvels, with something bigger with Marvel overall.
Right.
So before we go too far from that, like I want to hit a point that I just made, because with Miss Marvel, that was a show about what was going on with her now, and then there was flashbacks to
that was the way to cover it,
right.
And those moments you could piece together where we didn't need a whole episode to show us stuff.
So I just feel like they just kind of missed on this show a little bit, but where it ends up is important. And it wasn't a hard watch. Like I wasn't at any time where I was like, fuck, I'm turning this off.
Yeah.
Like it just, I got to the end of it and I'm like, that's 5 episodes for like 35, 45 minutes of important content. And so in that respect, like I was just like, oh, that was the part where I was like, well, maybe they literally made this for inclusivity, not to tell a story, but because they wanted to bring in a different
demographic.
Yeah.
Like Chris was saying, it's a business decision.
The
unfortunately
moment, which,
that sounds awful for the
inclusivity doesn't mean like that it needs to be there for the sake of, if we get a character and if it hits well with somebody, then great. We all have preferences when it comes to superheroes and stuff. And sometimes we'll say like, oh, I like this guy for what? And other people will look at it and go, how could you like that superhero?
Yeah.
Because we have just
because it's not for me doesn't mean that it's not fucking good. And I'm not saying that either.
We all said that over Ms. Marvel. We were all in agreement. Ms. Marvel was not our demographic.
Right.
The 40-something-year-old white guys watching Ms. Marvel was not. They're like, hey, I've got a perfect show for the target audience of the younger side of Gen X.
Yep.
We're going to make it about a girl who's from, the Middle Eastern sections of the world, and we'll bring her over here, and she's good. They didn't look at that, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun story because it was the story that was driving it.
But it grew up though too. That's exactly what I'm hoping's happening with Percy Jackson.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Ms. Marvel starts off very cutesy, and
I have high hopes for that.
And it grows up quite a bit in a what's it, 6 or 7 episodes?
So 6, 8, something like that. Yeah.
It fucking there's a fucking curve, and it fucking grows the
Can I ask you this though? and this goes Echo, Percy, maybe not so much Percy because Percy isn't our thing. Star Wars, Mando, all these shows and stuff. Would you rather just not have anything?
No.
Oh no, I'd rather have stuff that's not for me.
I'd rather have.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, we often talk about how we're not negative. We don't like the negativity, blah, blah. But like, I'm just asking that question for everybody, even those people listening. Like, if you're complaining about this, like, because there was a time, bro, when there was nothing.
Right.
Nothing, bro. You had the adventures of fucking Lois and Clark.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that was the best fucking comic book superhero shit you got. Yeah, no, so like, and then there was just nothing where they tried to create not even real superheroes that turned into a fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You like, so to me, I'm at a place where it's like, I'd rather have a show about Echo. I will watch it. I will watch it. I'd rather have this than not have it.
Right, absolutely.
Because this is the medium in which you get me to pay attention to Echo. I will watch this. I will never buy an Echo comic book.
And let's
but maybe I watch this and I like it. Now I will buy an Echo comic book. Right. But this is the medium to get to me. So I'd rather have these things than not have these things. Whether they turn out to be good or great or bad.
These shows are a fantasy that are made more for the younger generation. So, our opinions could be moot on a lot of this stuff because it's not meant to bring us in.
Right.
And that's where Star Wars gets a lot of the flack from that. Like even George Lucas said, Star Wars is for kids, it's a kid show. So when people complain about it, it's, dude, you aged and Star Wars didn't. Star Wars is still for that new generation. The prequels hit it. They were from my kids, for my kids to grow up with Star Wars. So them hitting it to where it was going through and the hate that it received. Well, yeah, because it's not for you. My kids enjoyed the hell out of all the CGI and stuff in the prequels, where the adult me was like, I can see where the real stops and the fake begins. And I can pick that apart. They weren't seeing that, which of course, goes back to the originals. I mean, we look at the write-ups from The Empire Strikes Back. It's the same shit the sequel trilogy got.
Yeah.
Straight up. You see people like they had a newsletter out
ruining Star Wars
that hit like maybe a quarter of a state coming out saying this will be the last time we ever do this because fuck Star Wars. And we're announcing our departure from a quarter of a state. Meanwhile, now we're reaching worldwide. So people are like, I'm not going to do my podcast on this anymore. Okay.
That's fine. Stop.
Good.
Somebody else will.
Or I'm going to take my podcast and I'm just going to bitch about all of this. It's nothing new. It's been happening since the beginning of sequels. The first sequel probably got shit reviews because it wasn't as good as the first one. Yeah, it's all a matter of opinion. It's all a matter of it's a subjective point of view. Your opinion is going to be different from mine, and you're allowed to have a different opinion. So you don't like it, don't watch it.
Well, like the Unholy brings up, he's like, the door is open for a new Knight Rider movie. They tried making a new series of Knight Rider.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is people and the fans, like, they didn't accept it. They didn't want it. So they stopped fucking, it's done. And it was probably not the greatest, but that's the thing is, would you rather have it or not? Like you started getting a new Knight Rider, but now you don't have any of it. You just get to go play with the old shit. That's all the fuck you get. Right. Because you guys complained about it. Like, and then he's like, I watched Airwolf, a show about a helicopter. Fuck yeah, we did too. My dad flew on helicopter. That was a show that played. Like
that was the same thing with when they remade RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, we're gonna get a fucking RoboCop movie. And then they were like, that's not RoboCop.
Right.
Same so they didn't make anymore.
Judge Dredd, all of them that are just like, did it hit? Did it not? Hey, I'm super excited. We got a new Ghostbusters. We got another generation of Ghostbusters. That's
there there are only so many properties that are fucking Spider-Man. And if you get that, because how many times have they re-fucking done Spider-Man and Batman? There's only a few properties you can fucking do that with.
Yeah,
You
Superman.
can't redo all these other like seriously, you either get Echo right now or you fucking don't. Because nobody is gonna give a fucking barely heard about comic book character a second and third. Like, look at what the opportunity they're trying to get Spawn. They're trying to do more Spawn movies and shit, but like, look how hard that is. And Spawn is a well-known property, and look how hard that has been to get that up and running again. So I sometimes it's like, I wish people, we can kind of fucking complain a little bit. It's not all great. It's not every movie they make is not a great movie. Every book they write, every comic book, it's not all great. But dude, it's like sometimes I'd rather have the options than just not have nothing at all. I love it, man. I've been doing a lot of that talking and then stopping, and you guys are just dead ass quiet. It's good.
I
good.
agree.
I think that from us to you, there's just a snap of delay that normally isn't there.
Oh, okay. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like you guys like, let me take in what he just said.
Well, I was just
Did he sound like a dumbass?
Between you and Chris, like when you guys were volleying back and forth earlier, it seemed to be a little bit of a disconnect as to when you guys were starting and stopping.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's just the way it is.
Right.
I think you're right. I think that we are in a time where everyone needs to fucking evaluate whether or not they want them to keep making shit, or they just want to go back to the way shit used to be and nobody fucking made anything.
Yeah, I often worry about that. It's like they closed down the Star Wars hotel.
Right.
Not enough. One, it was expensive as fuck. Like we all get that. But like
why they closed down.
That is why. But then I get worried. It's like you people keep bitching about fucking Star Wars. They're gonna get rid of Star Wars fucking land.
Right.
Because you claim that it's awful when every fucking video or TikTok or social I see Star Wars land is packed. But like you guys hate all
having fun.
Yeah, like, and then you hate on all the Star Wars shit. Like eventually it just gets to a point it's like, well, we don't need to make any more shit. We'll live off of everything that we've already fucking made, and fuck this because we can't appease and make any of these fucking people happy.
Right. I
just get worried that they're going to do that, but then I honestly believe more people like this shit than don't, because I think negative people are louder.
You know what? The negative people are watching it too, so they're only helping the numbers.
Yeah. I think that you bring up an interesting point though, with like the difference between the Star Wars hotel and the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I think that
later, Aaron. Thanks for joining us, dude.
Yeah,
take it easy, bro. I think that Galaxy's Edge is at a price point where the audience can engage with it, and the hotel is at a price point where the audience just flat out could not.
Right.
Right. And I think that I'm all for taking big swings.
I think it was ahead of its time. They weren't ready. You need to have a team. You know, like in my opinion, that's like running a business, a store. Like you need a manager, because you need all these people to play these people to run this thing. Plus, you need your housekeeping. Like you needed it, so you couldn't just rotate people in and out. Like this is what you fucking do.
You know where that fucking should have been? Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You put that on the strip. You got fucking people for days doing that shit.
Or you find a way to make money on the long run in different ways instead of that huge chunk of money that you're going to ask everyone to come up with upfront for a 2-day stay.
Yeah.
Where I could take my family on a week-long Disney vacation on a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Less than what you're asking me for a weekend.
Right.
So they needed to find a way to incorporate something that on the long run, it would be financially viable.
I still say, and we talked about it before, You buy one of these older cruise ships,
Yeah,
and you turn that into a Star Wars experience.
that's it.
Yes,
And
dude.
you're on the
That
water.
is what it needs
You
to
don't
happen.
have to worry about the isolation in order to make yourself be immersed. You don't have to worry about a lot of variables that could affect the immersion itself.
Yep. And then you just
are. Hey,
you
they could
land
do it
that
with
bitch.
they could do it with rock and roll music and heavy metal.
Yeah.
You could do
Yeah.
it with Star Wars.
You land that bitch in fucking Canaveral, and then you put people on a bus and you take them over to Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
And they spend the day there, and then you put them back on the fucking bus, back on a boat, fucking tool
They're
around.
And you immerse the fuck in it. No windows, bro. So you can't see out. And then you get to the fucking boat and you get the fuck back on the. I'm taking this shit seriously.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. There's all the windows in the fucking bus even could be screens.
Yeah, digital. So it looks like you're fucking traveling through fucking hyperspace.
Right. Yeah. And I think you can do that at a price point that makes way more sense than what they did.
Yeah, $3,000 a night.
It was insane. If
Yeah,
and
no,
no
it's
happy
just-
ending.
if Carnival can fucking put me on a cruise ship for $100 for a week, like you should be able to do Galaxy's Edge for like $500 a person.
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
On a cruise ship. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what their thinking behind that was, because it was a huge money grab in the beginning, because when it first opened and when it opened, you are only getting the elites. You are only getting the people that had the money.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got plenty of people that were saving for it, but it was going to take some time to save.
Right.
Yep.
That first run, that first year was nothing but people that just had the money that didn't give a shit and would blast it on a weekend. Who cares?
Well,
Right.
this
And then when
wasn't
that
me
ran
and him
up,
talk.
It was
Yeah, me and him talked about this. This was gonna be an eventual few years down the road. We're gonna fucking make this fucking happen, and we're gonna hopefully be better in the podcasting game so we can document doing it, video it. Like, we were going to do this, and it's just like, no, we'll never get that fucking out. I'm so disappointed. I'm so jealous of Jason for getting to do it, because
Oh,
he
that was
did it
our
the way we
original
wanted
plan.
to do it.
We were going to do it with Dave and Jason.
That was, yeah, we had
We were
talked
gonna
about it.
meet and do it.
It would
Yep.
have been badass.
Yep.
But it's that price.
But then the
point made
prices
it,
started coming out. We were like, we can't. It's going to take years to afford to do this.
Right. Because you'd have to save up for that and then still take your family on a different vacation, because there ain't no way you get to go do fucking Star Wars land and your old lady is going to be like, yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah,
I don't need to go on a
those
trip
2
this year.
nights were fucking perfect for
Right.
the 363 days left this year.
Mhm. You get a divorce over dumb shit like that.
No, dude, I had a hard time even trying to talk to my wife about that.
Yeah.
I
mean,
really did, because
could
like
you?
how could I fucking just like, as it is, my wife is very cool that I get to do a guy's trip with my friends every year. I go to Vegas
Mhm.
for the most part every year. We're whatever, but like I told Don this. I was like, bro, there's no fucking way I can look at my wife and be like, hey, are you cool if I spend $3,000 fucking dollars for 3 days, not including the fucking plane tickets, the Ubers, none of that shit?
All that.
No way I could go up to my wife and say that, bro.
Right.
No.
Because I damn sure know I can't take my entire fucking family to do that.
Right.
Yeah,
It
and to
basically
go on a
amounted
Star
to
Wars
$4
trip
grand a
with
person.
my house, I have to take LG. You know, like we're
Yeah.
the Star Wars fans. So to be like,
Yeah,
hey, I'm gonna go experience a once in a lifetime thing
without you.
And
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
right.
clean out the bank account to do it.
Exactly. No way, bro. That, like Don just said, divorce, bro. Divorce.
Fuck yeah.
Do you think you're going to clean the
Considerate
bank
son of a
account?
bitch.
I'm divorcing your ass, bitch. Get a lawyer.
I already cleaned the bank account.
Right. I hope
Right.
Darth Vader pays well, bitch.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I think
Yep.
that wraps us up, guys.
Yeah.
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 I think that
We will do an episode of Guardians of the Galaxy, because
Yeah.
that is a movie.
Okay, I'm
We've
just
talked
gonna
about that.
I just want to say that I watched it last night with LG, and watching it, the first one, for the first time since I've seen the third one. Boy, does that fucking hit differently with
I
Yes.
bet.
Rocket
Yes.
alone. Oh my God, does that fucking hit differently. So,
Dude,
yeah.
that is why I watched it too, DB. That rewatching it, Don, rewatch it, you will feel strongly about wanting to cover it.
Can we
Just
do
a
it
look-
next week?
Yeah, we can do it next week.
Hey, let's do it.
Let's do it next week.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy next week.
All right.
I'll remake the background, but I'll put you on the other side and us. Don't worry about it. It'll be cool. People, wait, did they double episode? What the fuck? What the
What the
fuck?
hell's going on?
Yeah.
Phantom Menace? What?
What the shit?
All right. Yeah, you know that scene in Pulp Fiction?
They open the box.
The fucking all bright and shit. God damn it, Don.
Son of a bitch.
All right. May the force be with you guys.
I am Groot.
I am Goo.
Go blue.
Go blue.
Deuces.